Those who don't know Ashley, she does work in student development, so I'm just gonna kind of let her tell you what she does.
Awesome. Yeah, I am the Assistant Dean of Students here at the University of Sioux Falls, actively involved in residence life and pretty much everything going on around campus. So.
Perfect. Speaking of campus, we have quite a few new things happening this year. So we have Starbucks right behind us that we just started serving, which I know students are excited about. We have a new residence hall. Do you kind of just want to talk a little bit about those things?
Yeah, so as you can see, we'll talk about Cooper's Cafe first. So that's the biggest thing. There's been a name change. So we are no longer known as Java City, but now it is Cooper's Cafe, and we do proudly serve Starbucks coffee, which I have heard great response from students, so that's super exciting.
I mean, I know I'm excited about that.
Yeah, exactly. And then the new residence hall, which is both figuratively and literally the biggest new thing on campus. But it is a residence hall that houses 188 students, or up to 188 residents. And so it's got tons of new and exciting features. I know a lot of people have gone over to tour it, and that's certainly an option if students are interested in seeing the new space. So that's exciting. If you haven't already done that, you should try that out.
I haven't.
Yeah.
So what are some of the features and benefits of the new residence hall?
Yeah. So the room style, there are 2 rooms connected by a bathroom, and so it's kind of a suite style is what we call it. Okay. And so students will share that space, but there's only 2 people in a room, if that makes sense. And then in the lounge spaces, so every floor is different. There's 3 different floors. So first floor is a fitness area. So we've got a ton of new fitness equipment in there. Treadmill, elliptical, upright bike, a bunch of stability equipment, free weights, things like that. So I know students were pretty pumped about that. And then on second floor is a theater. And so students can watch movies on a really big screen in super comfy chairs that swivel, and they're great. And then third floor is laundry, which is less exciting than the other 2 floors, but really practical. And then all 3 floors have kitchens. And so that is something that we heard from students, is that they wanted more access to kitchen spaces. And so we've provided that for them. So hopefully students are taking that opportunity to expand their, culinary skills and things like that. So yes, there is a lot of newness. There's also a fire pit on the back patio that is accessible to students if they reserve that space.
Okay, good. Have you heard any good comments and everything coming from students, what their favorite parts are?
Move-in day was really fun, just with the new students and the parents coming in. Just the wow factor of all of it was really exciting. It had a lot of really great things to say. It's very modern, so it's very different in that sense to the rest of campus, but we really just went with the architecture design and certainly had our own input, but we're pretty excited to just try out some new things. So students are really excited about the theater space and the kitchens and just the comfy lounge furniture too.
Okay, good. So now that we have a new residence hall, since we have Olympics coming up, each dormitory has their own country.
Yes.
Can you give us details on what the new residence hall will be? And since we don't have Burgess anymore?
Yeah, right. So we had no real South American representation in our selected countries in previous years. And so Argentina is the residence hall that will be represented by the new residence hall. There's also been a change to some of our other halls due to a change in staffing. So Scott Greenman is our new residence hall director in Sullivan Hall, and that building has voted to change their country to Scotland, which is appropriate. And then Chase Ward is our new resident director over Kroski and Collier Baker. And so he's very close and has lots of connections in Kenya. And so his buildings have voted to represent Kenya this year in the Olympics. So there is some shifting in representation, but I think it's very cool that students and staff are coming behind their resident directors and supporting them in that way. So pretty cool.
Do you know who is hosting the Olympics this year? What resident hall that will be?
Yes, I believe it is Argentina. So
the new
throwing them right into it. And then we're also bringing back a fan favorite event in the Olympics, and that is rhythmic floor dancing. So if anyone would like to try their hand at that, I believe each country can have 4 individual participants in that event. So any sort of ribbon dancing, hoop going through that sort of thing.
Okay.
It's gonna be exciting.
All right. Well, I think our time is running out, so thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, my
Once
pleasure.
again, I'm Amy. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.
Thanks.
Thanks, Ashley.